Hello, everybody. I shouldn't look at these. Hi, Ed. Is there something you'd like to say, Ed?
No, not really.
Wonderful. Awesome. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Dungeons and Drams. So a place where that is what greets you when the stream starts. So we are some of your favorite whiskey tubers. I'm telling you that. You're not telling us that. Who are going to be playing some Dungeons and Dragons for you tonight. So let me introduce everybody. So we have Molly. Hi, Molly. How are you today?
Well, I'm doing especially well today because I just started something really cool. I am now on the latest and greatest in diabetes technology. And long story short, I basically have automated insulin delivery right now, which takes a whole lot of the heavy lifting off of my plate for me. So just nerding out over an insulin pump right
Is
here.
it the Dexcom 6?
No, sir. Although Dexcom 6 is part of it. It's the
Okay.
Omnipod 5.
Ah,
Known.
nice.
But yeah, this means nothing to any of you, I'm sure, but trust me when I say it's a big deal. I got all my data here.
Anything that takes
That's
that
awesome.
off your mental to-do list is wonderful. So
now I can devote more mental energy to games such as this.
yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
Yay!
To kicking things. Yes.
Yeah. That's good.
Awesome. All right. Let's go. I never go to Clifton next. How about you, Clifton? How are you doing today?
Hi, doing well. I'm preparing for this Las Vegas trip that a lot of us whiskey tubers are going to. So I'm flying out tomorrow for that. But you know what? I'm still going to drink tonight because I'm kind of kicking the party off a little early. So I am drinking in honor of Salt, who unfortunately we lost in the last session. Spoiler, sorry if you missed it. It'll probably come up tonight. So I was like, I want to do something in his memory. So I'm drinking Douglas Lang Rock Island. So this
good
is
choice.
a blend of different scotches that kind of channel the ocean. And if things get really crazy tonight, I'm drinking the old version, which was called Rock Oyster. By the way, fun fact, they changed the name because people thought there was actually oysters in this, and they got weirded out. So
Okay.
this is the original. This is cast strength. So if things get really crazy tonight, we're drinking that. But yeah, I'm playing Knobolas, a half-elf warlock, and we'll see how things go. We're in the middle of the ocean right now, so I'm not looking forward to that.
Awesome. Ed, what are you drinking tonight?
Hello. What am I drinking? Well, I'm drinking an old favorite that after it was mentioned on last week's stream, I went digging for. It's Inverhouse Green Flag.
Wonderful.
Oh my god.
Very rare Scotch whiskey. A blend of superbly light reed grain, 100% rare Scotch whiskeys. So, yes.
Wow.
I love how the
Fancy.
word rare, like for a very long time, just the word rare is just so abused. Like that doesn't mean
Yeah.
anything.
Oh,
It's like reserve.
Right?
Yeah,
Yes.
if a bottle says rare or smooth, you know it's probably not going to be very good.
Rare
And also, this is a
McSmoothigal.
bottle I think from the 90s.
Yeah,
I
that
found like an
one's-
old dusty at just a random liquor store. So
Yeah. It doesn't look much different than it does now. It's just it's a little cloudier.
It still looks terrible.
They still haven't made enough money to pay for new marketing.
Right.
They make like 30
The
cents on
reason
the
it came
bottle.
up last week was because I said it was my grandpa's favorite whiskey. He's no longer with us, so that's probably why they haven't advanced. Because he probably bought he was the only one that ever.
Yeah,
bought
he was
that
the
one.
only person buying it. That's
I
really
also
funny.
like, so it's imported and bottled by foreign vintages in, this is my favorite, Lake Success, New York.
Mm,
Yeah,
excellent.
my mother used to work there.
Really?
I'm
Oh
serious.
yeah, Lake Success.
Oh,
it's like a real place. Yeah.
Wow.
Which
Well,
if
Lake Success is on Long Island, and growing up, she worked at you guys know the brand Canon cameras.
yep.
Mm.
So she
Yeah.
worked
Very
for
well.
Canon, and that was housed in Lake Success, New York.
Lake Success. That's just the
Oh.
best name for a town.
Isn't
Lake
it? Yeah.
Success.
I don't
Yeah.
think anybody lived there. I think it was just corporate offices there. That was why they called it Lake Success.
Well,
Yeah.
Tony Tuto says
Well,
Tony
there-
Tuto says not too far from me. So some people live there.
Well, Lake
Oh, and
Success
Bourbon
is,
says Bonnie was born there. Wow, so many people from Lake Success.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I'm looking at it on a map right now. A very small area. There's about a third of the entire place is a golf club and the Lake Success. So interesting. Yeah, I don't know. And there's a country club that takes up another third. So yeah, that's quite the place.
Hey, Lake Success, if you want to be Patreon subscriber, sounds like you can afford to do it.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like it.
With the Lake Success,
like
like
that.
Bureau of Travel or whatever. Yeah.
So actually, let's go to Jason first, and then I'll hawk our wares. So Jason, what's going on?
Nothing, man. Just had a nice long weekend. I'm glad to be here with you guys tonight. Playing Alessio Morte, seeing what the hell happens to him this week. He's still a little salty about the death of Salt. Just gonna say tonight I'm drinking our newest Master Journey Penelope toasted barrel strength bourbon.
Nice.
Because these toasted whiskeys, they need a little time to open up, and once they do, now I got all the butter pecan coming out. It's delicious.
Butter pecan, I like it.
Butter pecan.
Well, so Molly, that was a pretty good segue, actually. I liked that. But let me just thank, I'm going to start doing this at the beginning of the episodes. I just want to thank our existing patrons. So we have EJ, Tony Two Toes, Steve A, Mike Cullerton, and Adriana. She reminded me that I've been saying that very wrong for about as long as I've been saying her name. I know.
Told you out, but...
I'm such the worst. Like, I'm totally the worst. And she was very kind about it, but I was just like, oh my gosh, I feel terrible. Right. Like, I should know that.
You gotta really emphasize the
Adriana.
Adriana.
Well, you know what's funny, Jason? Like, for the longest time, I've heard you say with your accent, Adriana. And so I'm like, well, that could be Adriana or Adriana. It's just Adriana. Like, you put like 3 O's before it. So it's just.
No, it's 2 U's. Adriana.
Yeah, two.
Man. It's hard.
Adriana. Mike
It's hard
Cullerton
for
nailed
me
it.
to say long vowel, like round vowels. I speak very nasally. Adriana. This is hard.
She would hate that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, Adriana. Oh my God. She doesn't like.
I'm making fun of our patrons. She'll leave.
I know. I was just gonna say.
She freaking hates rye whiskey.
I like what Mike Cullerton said. He said odd Rihanna. So odd Rihanna. Yes. All right. Enough about our patrons. So anyway, if anybody is interested, consider joining the Patreon. We have, I can't pronounce anything. Consider joining the Patreon. We have all kinds of behind the scenes stuff and additional lore about the world. So definitely, in my opinion, worth the money, at least among some of the other patronage things that I support. We put out some good stuff. So, all right. Without further ado, oh yes, actually, sorry. I am drinking Lefroy Carchis Warehouse 1. Because I am considering making my first video in like 2.5 months, something like that, other than the crab whiskey one. And I'm going to start off with Lefroy Carchis because hell yeah. Also, I didn't even think about this, but the guys kind of told when they were like, oh, we'll have a theme of salty stuff. I'm like, this kind of works perfect. So awesome. All right, everybody. Are we ready to start?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to bring us over just to the Land of Dimidium here, our big map. While I kind of go through our recap. So, it's a little bit of a long recap. So, when we last saw our heroes, they were in the eye of a giant storm at sea. Lightning and waves were crashing around them, the wind was whipping at the sails, and the group was in the lower levels of the ship, getting what little rest they could. Knobolas was awakened by the sound of his mother warning him of danger, just in time to dodge out of the way of a trident piercing through his bed. Daffy nearly succumbed to the same fate as she caught the trident and misdirected it into a wall. Water was rushing across the floor as it bubbled up from the lower decks, and as the group defeated several aquatic creatures called Sahuagin, they checked on the prisoners. 2 were dead, and only Vutha was alive. Try as they might, they were unable to free Vutha from his cell, before the water rose above his head, and he succumbed to the sea, cursing Alessio's name as he drowned. With no time to truly reflect on what had happened, they needed to get to higher ground and climbed into the kitchen, where they saw Salt and Selro Sparklebell fighting off more creatures. The group made quick work of them, but Salt was injured. With no time to waste, they ran out to the main deck where they saw a multitude of enemies, the crew of the Mighty Maiden fighting for their lives against not only Sahuagin, but also giant tentacles threatening to pull the ship down to the depths. Several crew members were flung from the boat. One of the life rafts were destroyed, and Salt, the dumb but lovable ship's cook, fell to a Sahuagin's warhammer. With all hope lost, the group retreated to a lifeboat, cut the ropes, and crashed down into the sea. Agnomeio flung himself from the Mighty Maiden and landed on the lifeboat, but Squall was not so lucky. As he dove from the ship, he overshot slightly and landed in the water. The last the group saw of Squall, he was attempting to climb into the lifeboat, but was grabbed by a Sahuagin and dragged into the darkness of the slumbering depths. A voice from the heavens boomed out and accusing the party of interfering in the machinations of a god. The ocean swelled, and the lifeboat was tossed in the waves. Each member of the party was flung from the boat, and that's where we're going to rejoin.
I'm already pouring my Castmith version. I think things are about to get pretty messy.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I don't like the looks of it.
So here we go. Your world has become the ocean. Waves tower over you 10, 20 feet over your head, each wave pushing you further and further away from the mighty maiden. At times, you find it difficult to keep your heads above the water as waves push you below the surface over and over. Collectively, you all share the same thought. You need to get back to the lifeboat. You call out to each... Yep, good. I paused on purpose, but I just... So,
Get to the boat! Get to the boat!
Marco!
So you call out to each other in turn and desperately try to swim for the only safety in this ocean, the lifeboat. But like you, it is being tossed around by giant waves. You see it flip over and over and land upside down. All right, what are you guys doing?
Still got to get to the boat, because even if it's upside down, we got to try to get to it. It's our only way of staying afloat here.
Yep, agreed.
So we got to get to the boat, try to flip it over, and get in it before it sinks.
All right, so there's no really...
Get in the boat.
I was gonna say there's no real initiative order. We're just gonna kind of talk this through. So,
Yep.
All right. Everybody swim towards the boat.
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right. So, despite the howling wind, the crashing of thunder and lightning, and just in general being underwater, you're able to hear each other and still see a slight glowing coming from Elric here, who is apparently not glowing, as he puts on the light cantrip. So I'll figure that out. So you guys get a little bit of light. There we go.
Good on him. Thank you, Elric.
And he yells out. He's currently seems to be the furthest one from the boat, but it definitely will help. Daffy and Agnomeio, you feel yourselves getting weaker with the swelling of the tides. It's extremely difficult to stay above the surface with the weight of your chainmail pulling you down. I'd like you both to make athletics rolls as you attempt to keep your heads above water.
$17.
And I've got 13.
No problem. You guys are as strong. You're strong enough to feel confident enough wearing that stuff on the sea, and you're able to keep your heads above. Although you're not sure for how long you'll be able to keep that up. You've got a lot of weight on you.
Yeah, I'm like a diminutive Michael Phelps up in this bitch. Let's do it.
You're wearing very small chainmail. So, Knobolas and Alessio, you two are the first to get to the lifeboats. So I'm going to kind of drag you over here. You're the first to get to the lifeboat, but it's currently upside down. I'd like you both to make athletics checks to see if you can right the capsized boat.
$17.
One.
Right. So, Knobolas, you're actually the first one to the boat, and as you try to kind of scramble up it, it's just you keep sliding off. It's hard to find any purchase. But on Alessio's side, there's actually some damage to the side of the little dinghy, and he gets his fingers in there and he scrambles up to the top. He reaches over and he grabs the underside, kind of under the water, and he leans back hard. I'd like you to make one more strength check, please, Alessio.
Oh.
All right. You are able to get it over, but it takes a little while. You're not entirely sure that the boat's even going to flip, as the suction kind of sucks. But a wave comes along and kind of helps you, so you're able to right the dinghy, but it's pretty well full of water.
Oh boy.
So Knobolas and Alessio, I'll say you guys both are able to get into the I'm just gonna call it a dinghy. I think dinghy's better. Into the dinghy at the moment. Lifeboat, dinghy, interchangeable, whatever. All right. So, let's see. Agnomeio and Daffy, how much movement speed do you both have? I think probably
25.
I've got 35.
All right. So when you're in the water, you get about half of your movement speed because neither one of you has a swim speed. So you're both going to need to make one more strength saving throw. I mean, sorry, athletics.
Athletics?
Yep.
Got it. Oh, baby.
Ooh, that
13.
that was almost a 12. I mean, a 2. I saw that.
I know. I saw it. I was like, oh.
All right, so you're both able to get into the boat. Meanwhile, you notice that Elric is actually kind of drifting off. The waves are pushing him, and Walter Doveport he's coming up towards the back of it, but he's having a hard time keeping up with the boat.
Do we still have paddles, or are those gone?
I would say they're gone.
I mean, isn't
I was
that?
ready. I was gonna say yeah. reach
I mean,
out.
is that a rope in the boat? Can we use that rope and fling it out to Elric?
There is a rope in the boat, and it is attached to the boat. So although it is soaked, it is waterlogged, it's very heavy, you could make a throw with it if you'd like to. So that's a good idea.
There we go.
So why don't you, let's say, make a dexterity check for me. Let's try that. Either dexterity or strength. Your call, Alessio.
Oh, okay. I'll try dexterity since my strength wasn't great. Let's see here.
Sure.
A dexterity saving throw, you said?
Dexterity check.
Oh, check. Got it. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. 15.
All right, 15, no problem. So you get the rope over to Elric, who manages to grab it with one hand. He's still holding on to his staff, so he's mostly just hanging to the rope. He's not really pulling himself in.
Haul him in. I'll grab onto the rope along with Alessio.
All right.
I'll grab it as well.
I won't.
Okay.
Just
That's fine. All right.
Okay, then.
So the three of you, I'd like you to make a athletics.
All right, come on, baby. No!
oh,
15.
Oh,
fell.
good. I'm so glad you did better than me.
Yeah.
Whew.
Ah,
Ooh.
damn it.
All
That's
around,
his
not
novelist
great, but
throwing one.
okay. Well, I'm seeing them struggle. Fine.
that's fine. All right. Well, actually, with that, let's just say that you end up picking up the rope, and so what happens actually is Agnomeio, when Alessio and Knobolas both pull it, Agnomeio actually lifts off the deck of the ship, and he's just kind of holding onto the rope. and when you see the staffy, you grab it and you pull and you help, and you guys are able to get Elric over to the boat. However, the boat is now starting to it's at max capacity before it starts kind of losing some of its stability. So Walter is swimming desperately, but he is basically just keeping pace.
Does anyone have anything to scoop out the water from the boat?
I
lost most of my.
But nothing.
I have a pouch, but I don't think that would.
Yeah. Oh, I have a bag of holding. I'll just start bailing with my bag of holding.
Okay.
That'll work.
All right. So I believe, water, about 4 pounds a gallon. Yeah, I'd say that the amount of water in the bottom of the boat, you're able to open the bag of holding kind of under the water, and it all just flows in. At this point, the bottom of the boat is pretty well. You're definitely a lot more stable than you were. Good idea. All right.
There we go.
Walter's yelling up to you guys, and he's saying, somebody toss me a rope or something.
All right, let's save Daffy's boyfriend.
All right, let's throw him the rope now.
Is it bad that I don't remember that Walter was the one that saved me last week? I was like, who was
You
that?
you called him Wally Bear.
Oh, Wally Bear. That's right. That's right. It's in here. Hold on, Wally Bear.
I remember you now.
All right, so we're gonna throw the rope out to Wally Bear now.
Yep.
So what do we do? Dexterity, strength? What do you want?
So to throw it, you want to do dexterity. I'm sorry. What did I say? Yes, it was dexterity check, please.
Okay. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So you get it. It kind of goes past Walter, and he's able to grab it with both of his hands. No problem at all. I would say I'll just kind of give it to you guys. You're able to collectively pull him over to the boat, and he's hanging on the side. He could get up into the boat, but you guys would be at a bit of a... It's up to you whether you want to help him in or not, knowing that it may cause you to be less stable.
Well, I think before we let Wally Bear in the boat, I think everyone in the boat needs to... Let's all pick a spot.
Ooh, arrange ourselves strategically for maximum balance.
Yes,
Yeah.
balance. Yep.
Okay.
Good thinking.
All right. So I'll just kind of let that work. Good idea. All right, so you guys pull Walter up into the boat, and you all kind of get down low to keep the whole boat stable and to kind of protect yourself a bit from the wind and the waves. So it's at this time that you hear, or you see a giant wave coming at you. This is larger than any of the ones that you saw while you were in the water, and you hear the sound of a very large beating wings coming from behind you.
No.
And
How do I miss that dragon
see
There she is.
Oh, okay.
you see Demigal come down, and suddenly you and the entire boat are lifted above the ocean 20, 50, 100 feet as you're being held in the claws of this giant bronze dragon, and she is taking you away from this entire situation. She says down to you. She says to you, "I don't know what you did to upset Uros, but I can't sit idly by and watch you drown. Hold on." And she starts to fly you out of the storm. All right. So
I don't know what I did to upset her, else I'm going to devour your Othelec.
All right, so we are going to move this along. All right, so you see, a bit of time passes. The storm is behind you now, and the sun starts to rise. Ahead of you, you see a beach.
Oh my God, we're in Jamaica.
This is lovely.
Ahead of you, you see a beach abutting a dense jungle, and Demigal begins to descend. She flaps her wings, blowing sand around in a violent swirl, but it quickly settles as she places the lifeboat onto the beach. You all spill out of the boat, into the sand, in lazily lapping waves. The water is warm and calm, but the beach is strewn with debris, and off in the far distance, you can see the circling storm that you just escaped. All right.
Damn.
So you guys are now on the beach.
All right.
I want to ask Demigal, where did you bring us?
We are to the south of Knife's Edge. I'll actually she says that you are in the bush of Juriel. It's a long expanse of jungle, but you are on land.
I've been in other people's bushes, but never Juriel's.
Anyways, why did you bring us here?
It was the closest land to where we were. Your boat was pushed way off course. I actually came looking for Squall, and you guys weren't at Knife's Edge, and you weren't where you were supposed to be.
Well, how far are we from Knife's Edge?
Oh, at least a couple of days' travel if you were to head to the north, but that might be tough. It's a very thick jungle, and yeah, the path between here and Knife's Edge is pretty clear once you get past the jungle, but it will take a little time to do that. Unfortunately,
hitch a ride?
She was just about to say actually that unfortunately she can't take you that way because she's not going that direction.
The worst layover ever.
I mean, we're the best to look at this beautiful beach that we're on.
Until we start starving and eating each other.
Yeah.
We get some coconuts, make some pina coladas, we're fine.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. It looks like we're in like Jamaica, but once we get into that jungle, who knows what's in there?
Yeah. Well, thank you for saving us, nice dragon lady.
Thank you for saving us. Can you give us any advice before we take off to Knife's Edge? What can we expect if we decide to go into the jungle?
So she actually, as you guys are talking, she switches back down to her humanoid form, which is a tall, roughly 6'5" human woman, or human-looking woman. She's very large, and she is very slender. She's got strawberry blonde hair and copper-colored eyes. She ends up walking over to you, actually, Daffy. She kind of holds her finger up to you, Alessio, for a second. Just hold on one second. A minute. So she said, Demigal reaches over to you, Daffy, and she asks you. She says, what is a knight of the verdant Knight of the Ancients doing here in Akari?
I am just trying to get my way to the disintegrated peaks. That is my goal. That is Hopefully this is a pit stop on the way there.
Interesting. Well, there are many things over near the peaks that are dangerous, and I wish you luck on your journey. And she walks over to you, Agnomeio, and she says, "What brings you here, my small little friend?"
Oh, you know the usual. The wine, the drinking, the vendetta, all sorts of different things. You know, I have many things to do. Mostly vendetta, though. Like 95% vendetta. And then 5% other stuff.
Hopefully not against anybody that I know.
I don't know. I mean, do you know a lot of annoying douchebags from Hobblehaven? Because if you do, I'm sorry, I'm going to murder one. You know, that's just what's going to happen.
I know a couple. Who are you looking for?
A gentleman by the name of Alessio. Have you seen his scaly reptilian hide? And I don't mean that against reptiles. I know you're a reptile. I meant that as an insult. Now I realize it's a little racist. I'm gonna walk that one back. No, I like you. You're good. You're good. He's a dick. Have you seen him?
I do actually know him. I've run into him very recently up in Knife's Edge. He was escorting prisoners to help him to build a mine near the camp.
That sounds like him, that dastardly bastard. He would use slave labor.
Yeah, occasionally.
How far away is this mine from the camp?
Very close, but very new. It's not very deep. At least it wasn't as of about a week ago. But there were quite a few people working on it. So if you do end up there, I wish you good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate you. You seem to be a giant lizard of good morals and impeccable taste.
Well, I appreciate that. And she walks over to you, Alessio, and she says, "How about you? What are you doing here, Anakari?"
I'm searching for someone.
Is it anybody I might know?
Unless you know my father.
What is your last name?
Morte.
I'm sorry, I don't know your father. If I find him, what would you like me to do?
Just tell me where he is.
Okay.
And also give him a message.
What message?
I'm coming for him.
All right. Will do. Knobolas, she walks to you and she says, "I've already told you a little about your mother. Well, not really. I told you I know her. But I suppose I could tell you a little bit more."
That would be wise.
It's not much, but your mother was a high elf, as you probably assumed, given your own composition. But her and I were also very close friends. But I have to say this journey is yours, and you must find out more about her on your own. I can tell you that I have not seen her for some time. But when I did know her, we did quite a bit of battle together. All right. Then she says,
I was gonna say, could you tell me like a name, because I didn't know my mother and I want to know her. Is that okay? Might be too much asking. Okay.
She's thinking, because so she is trying to make it so that you are the one to find this stuff out. She says,
I know. Well, last time she said she'll find me when I discover more, and she's the only person that I've met so far that even knows anything about my mother. So that's why I'm questioning her so much.
That's all right. She says, if in a month's time you still have not found any more information, perhaps I'll give you a little bit more. All right.
That doesn't make me very happy, but okay.
Oh, well. And she looks over at Elric and Walter, and she says, "Gentlemen, anything I can do for you?" Elric just kind of nods and he says, "Thanks for the assist." Walter's still laying in the ocean, and he looks up and he says, "No, I think we'll be okay unless you can't give us a ride. So, could you tell us what's in the jungle here?" And she says, "Lizards, lizards the size of men, lizard folk, and be aware of panther-like beasts. Don't trust your eyes when fighting them."
Oh, snap.
And that's it. So she starts walking away, and she turns back into her dragon form, and she flies down to the south.
I like to think that when she turns back into a dragon, it's like a very anime puff of smoke and like a log flies off for some reason.
Well, so
I was thinking like Sailor Moon, like
that's good. That's better actually.
she just somehow gets like suggestively naked and glows. Sure, why not?
Way to ruin Sailor Moon for me with that one sentence.
Have you never watched Sailor Moon?
It's pretty sexual.
It's pretty
sexual.
Yeah.
There are some very heavy
I was a wee one when I
undertones.
watched that. Oh my god. I still have like the little wand and like the locket.
Somebody
I idolized a hoe.
Somebody in Discord post the intro video so that Shamali can see it later, because I think it'll be a lot different to you now. All right. Anyway, so you guys are left on this beach all by yourselves.
Panthers and lizards.
What would you like to do?
Well,
I was gonna ask
do we
what
have
type
any
of game
food?
is it?
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Let me check in salt sack.
All
Did
right.
I tell you that I grabbed salt sack, guys? I grabbed salt sack.
What's
All right.
in
I also took his larder. All right.
All right. So, what are you trying to do?
I would like to see if there is any food. I know there was salt in here, but let's see if there's any food.
All right. So
See if there's anything tasty.
So let's try this. So you reach your hand into this bag, which is empty, and you can see inside of it. It's empty. What is the first food that comes to your mind?
Pork loin.
All right. You pull out a raw pork loin.
What?
This is rad. Oh my god. You guys, I am going to be eating so much pork from now on. We've got a pork sack.
Well, hey, Agnomeio, you got any blends in there?
So you
I reach in and I pull out Buffalo Trace.
So you
No.
reach your hand into the bag and you pull out a horse leg.
Close enough.
Yeah.
So at this point, when Elric sees you kind of pulling this random meat out of the bag, he helps Walter out of the water. Walter's completely soaked, and Elric's kind of going around the group, and he's casting prestidigitation on all of you, which is completely drying all of your clothes and removing any of the sand and everything from you guys. Basically your clothes look good as new. He also Walter starts kind of going over to the side of the jungle and picking up random scraps of wood and gathering them all together to start a fire.
All right. Yes, I am going to make you all delicious pork medallions, just like my mama used to make back in Hoppelhaven. You will love it.
While they're doing that, may I just look around, see if there is anything because I think you said something about there's a lot of debris on the beach.
Sure. All right.
Want to check it out?
Sure. Actually, make a perception check. There's a bunch of things I'll tell you, but there's some things that I might not tell you.
Okay.
Oh.
I got a 5.
I see water.
Yes. So there's the salt is still stinging your eyes, and with a 5, you so it'd be hard to miss. There is a giant, very old, decrepit ship that is capsized onto its side, and it looks like it's been here for quite some time. Aside from that, there's a number of washed up pieces of wood and boards that are on the beach. There's seagulls flying around. There's a number of, kind of, what do you call it? Like sea life, kind of walking around the beach. It's everything that you would imagine that you would see on a beach, including a giant ship.
Is that shipwreck, can we approach it and see if there's anything interesting there.
You can do anything you want. You tell me.
That's what I would like to do, sir.
Okay.
I can go with her too. I'm not doing anything at the moment, so.
Okay. So Daffy and Knobolas, for the moment, we'll say the two of you. So tell me what you would like to do. Tell me what you'd like to do.
Besides obviously looking for treasure, I just want to see if there's anything that we could use to help us on our next leg of this journey.
Okay. All right. So basically, you're actually like gonna kind of like get on the ship and try to look around and actually try to find some treasure. Is that the intent?
Anything? Well, just anything salvageable or that we could make use of.
Okay. All right. So Daffy, I would like you to roll a D10 for me, please.
Okay. Got a 3.
A 3. All right. So you're the first one out to the ship. You kind of grab onto the mast. You hoist yourself up. It's capsized, so it's at about like a 60-degree angle. It's very hard to maneuver in, but going through one of the holes, you actually make your way to what was probably once the captain's quarters, and you find a small box. Do you pick it up or?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to open it?
Yeah.
Okay. So this small box contains small blue flower buds. They have very tight closed shoots. What would I have you roll for this? Probably, let's say nature.
Okay. That'll be a 21, sir.
Damn.
All right. So you actually know this to be a drug called dragon tail. This is illegal in most of the world.
Nice.
And it can be ground up and it can be put into tea or another drink, and it provides a psychedelic trip for anywhere between 1 and 4 hours. But, a person with a particularly strong constitution might not spend quite so long. But it's pretty impactful, and it can be used to, either have a really fun time or to distract somebody very well. You would imagine that actually roll a d4 for me.
Okay. And that'll be 2.
All right. So upon closer inspection, several of these buds are wet or somehow like rotted. So you find that you probably have enough for about 2 doses of this drug.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'll take that.
Cool. Knobolas, would you like to go inside?
Yeah, I'd like to check the other end, or as far as I can, further down on the ship.
Sure. All right. So not quite as concerned with heavy armor. You dive underneath the water. Actually, I believe you're able to hold your breath pretty well, right? You have a constitution of +3. All right, so you can actually hold your breath for a couple of minutes. So you go ahead and roll a d10 for me, please.
It's a 7.
A 7. So you dive under the water and you find your way to the hold. You're looking around. There's a few boxes down there, and you pick one at random and make your way back up to the surface with it. Would you like to open it?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a box of bandanas of various colors and patterns. About 100 of them. Pretty much any color that you'd like.
Okay. And how many more boxes did I see when I was down there?
You saw at least a couple more boxes.
Can I dive back?
If you'd like to go back in, I'll let you roll one more time. So roll another d10.
I'm very curious now. Let me go back in. Oof, not as good. 3.
Ooh. Well, so you're looking around, and as you get to one of those boxes, you touch it and the thing just crumbles. And roll one more d10 for me, because you ended up rolling what Molly rolled, which killed off one of the options here.
2.
Okay. All right. This one's a little better. So as you touch this box and it crumbles, kind of, it's just been in the water for way too long. You notice the box was filled with hay. And as you kind of dig around through the hay, you notice that there's a jade statue inside of this. Sorry, not jade, emerald statue inside of this. And it's a statuette of a dragon. made out of emerald. You would guess that this is worth probably about 75 gold pieces.
Definitely want to take it.
All right, so you swim back out and rejoin your party. All right. I will allow one more trip into the boat by either Agnomeio or Alessio if you'd like to. I don't want you missing out on the fun.
Alessio, you go ahead. I am too busy making hamon.
Fantastic. All right.
I'll take a run at it. I'm hungry. You stay on that stove, okay, buddy?
All right, Alessio. So you've got a +1 to your con, so you can only hold your breath for about a minute. So I'd like you to roll a d10 for me, please.
D10.
A 6. Okay. So you dive down underneath the water and you find your way into where the not the cargo hold, but on the Mighty Maiden it would have been roughly where you slept. And you find 2 pairs of manacles that have since rotted, or not, they haven't rotted, but they've broken away from rotting wood. They were once attached, but you find these manacles, but you don't necessarily find a key. So you have 2 pairs of manacles. All right, you make your way back out of the ship, and that'll be it. Just in time for Agnomeio to be finished cooking his meats, his various meats. Now, I have to know, have you reached back into the bag and gotten anything else?
Oh, of course. We have a multi-course there. We have the bacon. We have the fat back. We have the pork medallions, the pork loins, and of course, the oreilles de cuisse, or the pork rind. Oh, I am so happy with my pork bag.
My pork bag.
My pork bag. Awesome. All right.
Hashtag band name, my pork bag.
Fantastic. All right. So while you guys are sitting around, assuming that you all do, I'm going to, well, first off, tell me, is everybody going to join in this meal?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, yeah, we don't want to insult Agnomeio. We got to eat.
And Salt's memory.
So, Agnomeio, in your opinion, are you a pretty good cook, or are you just able to make do with what you have?
Oh, I am an excellent cook. I learned from my mother. She ran a stand on the streets of Hobblehaven. Each night when the plaza would open up and the crowds would come out, we would feed hundreds with her delicious cooking.
Wonderful. So one more thing that you notice, Agnomeio, while you've been digging around in this bag, is that there's actually a very small little pouch that's sewn into the inside fabric. And when you look inside, there is a powder, which as you take powder out of it, it seems to replenish itself.
What is this strange powder? I'm going to sniff. What is it?
It smells very, very good.
Well, if it smells good, it must taste good as well, yes?
It tastes extremely good.
Oh.
You've heard of this.
I don't know what this is.
As I say that. Sorry. This is something that you've heard of before. This is essentially a powder that you could sprinkle on any food to make it taste much better. You quickly gather this must have been Salt's little trick there to make these disgusting looking foods taste amazing.
Oh, Salt, you secret genius, you.
Wonderful. All right, so as you all sit around having your food, you can all take a short rest if you'd like to. You can roll your hit die.
Oh, I'm actually pretty much at full health.
Yeah, most of you are. It's just more you have an option if you'd like to.
Sure.
So Walter is actually he's gonna regenerate a couple of hit points here, but he's still hurting. All right. Four, 7, nice. Cool. I realize I almost never have you guys take short rests because I pretty much either kill you and then let you sleep, or.
Also, going along with the nautical theme, I'm going to switch to a slightly better whiskey, the Matsui. Or maybe slightly worse, depending on your palate.
Yeah.
Pretty
I'd say
label though. I
it's-
don't know anything about that one. What
It's a deceptively nice looking bottle. It's a
It's a very
boring
nice looking
whiskey.
bottle, but
It's
Is it one of
odd-
those
Kiriyoshi.
Japanese whiskeys that's not a Japanese whiskey?
No, this
Yes.
one actually
Well-
is Japanese. The other Kiriyoshi
think
is,
so.
this one's actually
you're
from
right,
the
it is,
Kiriyoshi
it is.
distillery.
Yep. Mhm.
But the other one that's actually called Kiriyoshi is the one that's not, which is very confusing. But yeah, this is their peated expression. And me and my old man hate this stuff. Erica's the only
Yeah.
one who drinks it, so. But I'm drinking it tonight.
Wonderful. All right. So who's got actually you've all got pretty let's do this. Alessio, I'd like you to make a perception roll for me, please.
Perception.
Okay.
17.
So you find yourself looking around, and just in general, it's a really nice looking place. Not a whole lot seems to be happening. However, that's only because you did not notice. The tree line seems to come alive as several lizard men walk out. Clearly a hunting.
Of course.
Clearly a hunting party of sorts. However, they got the drop on you, and this lizard man here. And this lizard man here are both going to get to go first in initiative. So I would like you all to roll for initiative, please.
Oh boy.
Just can't make it one episode without someone getting killed.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I
mean,
rolled terrible.
Do
I
you
rolled
guys,
awful.
do you guys want to play a D&D where we don't have any combat? Because that can happen too.
Let's all just be friends.
I know. We need peaceful lizard folk.
That's no
I
fun.
invite
Hey.
the lizard folk to enjoy
Tonight
a
we
pork
dine. Tonight we Agnomeio, my brother Henrique. Tonight we dine on lizard meat.
I wish I had brought white wine.
Your hand is actually still inside the bag, and white wine does not produce itself inside of your hand. Unfortunately, this bag only does foods. All right. Anyway,
Does
so
it have to be raw food though? That's my question. We'll figure that out later.
you'll figure that out later. All right. So Alessio, the first attack is actually going to be against you. You were so close to hearing them, but you didn't. So this lizard man is actually going to make a blowgun attack against you, Alessio, with advantage. But he sucks.
He
He
completely misses.
he rolled a 5 and a 4, so neither one of those hit, but just enough to a little dart ends up going into the sand right next to you. The next lizard man is going to take a shot at Walter Doveport. I always want to call him Davenport.
I really like Davenport actually.
We used to have a boss
There's a
with the
big,
last name Davenport, so that's why I
That's
didn't
why
go
I'm
to
laughing. I'm like, that's like it's in your brain.
that. It
There's
totally
also a
is.
big drag queen family called the Davenports, so
Oh.
I find it very funny.
All right. So with a 16, he does hit Walter, and Walter's going to take 1 point of damage. However, Walter very clearly starts looking uncomfortable, almost immediately. All right. Up next is Walter, actually. So on Walter's turn, he's going to make a Constitution saving throw. A 7 will not do it. You see Walter's legs appear to stop working, and he falls down to the ground. Pretty soon, his arms stop moving, and his face just stares blankly with his eyes wide open. He's still breathing, but he is basically paralyzed. All right.
To a test.
I wish I knew enough about Harry Potter to tell you yes or no, but probably.
Just say yes.
Yes. See? Just like you, Molly. All right, so Daffy, you're up.
Okay, nobody does that to my Wally bear. I'm going to run right up to this one that's closest to me and take a big old swing at it with my sword.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack. Actually, I believe you have 2 attacks now, right?
I sure do.
Yeah.
All right, one second. All right, here we go. Oh, that's got a hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits. So 21 hits, and you do 10 points of damage to him. Excellent.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm going to take another swing.
Go for it.
Yeah, 23. 7
Yikes.
points of damage.
Damn.
Nice.
Keep up
You,
this energy. Let's keep it going.
You go real fast. You run up to him. You swipe him twice with your short sword, and you do a hell of a lot of damage. He actually drops the pig that he had on sitting on his shoulder. That he had. Maybe I thought I said that. They're a hunting party, and you could tell that because they had a pig on their shoulder. Maybe I didn't say that. I don't remember.
Is the pig dead or alive?
Yeah.
The pig is dead. Yes. So they.
More important for me.
I'm just gonna say all Agnomeio sees is dinner for tomorrow night.
Right. All right, Daffy. Anything else?
No. I'm just gonna say that's what you get for attacking Walter.
Excellent. All right. Well, he does look very scared, to be honest. He was looking very ferocious before you swiped at him with a couple of these. All right. So Elric is going to get up from sitting, and he's going to face. Actually, he's going to take a shot at the other lizard man here. He is going to do a ray of frost against him, which will definitely hit. So he's going to do 6 points of damage. And he's going to have lower movement speed. All right, up next is Knobolas.
All right, Knobolas is going to move a little bit over just to get a little more centered to these guys. I'm going to be right here. And I believe my Eldritch Blast has been upgraded as I leveled up, so I can actually shoot 2 rays.
Yep. And
so do I roll
guess
twice?
how that works, Knobolas, because I've been given this thought. Pew pew.
Yes.
It's too easy.
Wait until you level up more and you start getting 3 and 4 shots. We'll have to figure out how that works.
Well, we don't know where those will come from. But so do I roll twice, or do I do the same damage?
So you can basically take 2 attacks with it, I believe.
Okay. So I would like to target the one on the right first.
Okay.
Oh.
7, 8 damage.
Woo,
Damn.
you guys. All right, so you blast him with your laser nips, and he falls to the ground dead. A smoking corpse of a lizard. Make some nice boots.
Well, dinner for night 2. All right, let's go. Let's get the left one. Let's blast him. Let's go.
All right.
Ooh.
All
Okay.
right.
Attack 22, damage 12.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll do it. Man,
Level 5, Knobolas is ready to go.
you got some crazy hit. All right, awesome. So you do 12 points of damage to the other lizard man. No problem. So he endures it, but he is looking awful hurt. All right, anything else?
No, I'm just proud. I just actually rub my nipples just 'cause I'm so proud of them.
Good job, boys.
Awesome. All right, I actually meant to put on this music. All right, so up next we have Alessio.
Ugh. The only thing I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go this way a little bit, get more in line with the fake Ninja Turtle up there, and give a roll with my short bow.
All right. All right, a 19 will hit for 6 damage. So he is nearly dead, but not quite. He is looking around as if he wants to escape right now, though. So, anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Agnomeio.
Oh. Well, you do not interrupt dinner time. That is a very rude thing to do. So I'm going to shoot him with my crossbow.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Not
Maybe
quite.
not.
Not quite. So 10 will not hit. Anything else? I believe you have 2 attacks as well.
I do.
But-
I will do it again. Shit.
Well, that's okay. You try to pull the string of the crossbow back, and it actually twangs and it hits your hand, and you're like, yeah.
I am too full of hamon. I cannot fight immediately after this.
That's better. Yeah, you're too full. You couldn't get over there fast enough.
He's definitely
Awesome.
too full of hamon.
Just this little fat gnome. Just shit.
All right, wonderful. So another lizard folk is going to emerge from the woods over here, right near you, Daffy, and he's actually going to take a blowgun shot at you as well. So let's do this. 18. So that'll hit.
That's annoying.
All right, so you start feeling a little rough. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me, please. And let's see how this goes.
10.
10 is not going to be enough. So on your next turn, we're going to start seeing what happens. Okay. All right. Up next is actually another lizard folk is going to emerge and kind of run from the woods here. He's going to take a shot at Elric. Same thing. He's going to shoot him with his blowgun. 11, which I'm sure will not hit. He's got 12, so close enough, but not quite close enough. So he takes the shot. It doesn't work. He's going to retreat back a couple of spots, and then back to the top of the order. All right, so our lizard folk on the left that Knobolas had just shot with his neeples, he's going to take a shot at you, Alessio, with his blowgun.
Again with a stupid blowgun.
He's
These guys
turning.
blow.
They do. All right, so that does not hit. He rolled a 3. All right, and he's going to retreat back a bit, and that'll be... Actually, he's going to retreat back quite a bit.
Where are you going, lizard boy?
Come back here and let me stab you, coward.
He's nearly dead, actually. I think he's going to use his whole movement to get back. All right, up next is our dead lizard, and now one more actually emerges from the woods, takes another shot at you, Alessio. Actually, you know what? No, he's going to shoot at Knobolas, because Knobolas was the one that just kind of fired some laser beams, and he's just like, what the hell is magic? So he's going to take a blowgun shot. 15. Does that hit?
Oh, yes, it does. By the way,
Yes, it
Bill,
does.
can you hear me? People are saying my audio is...
Your audio, I didn't notice it until right now, but it's kind of going up and down and up and down. But it's okay.
It keeps fluctuating. I'm not sure if it's your mic.
They said it was too loud earlier, so I turned it down. Let me just put it back where it was.
Sure. It's almost like it has an automatic thing, and it's freaking out.
Okay. Is this better, maybe, or?
It's better. It's serviceable for now. It's fine. We only have another 15 minutes.
Okay,
So,
I'm sorry about that.
no, it's okay.
yeah,
It's actually.
it
So
does
make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
Ooh, natural 20. All right, that'll do it. So with a 23, you do successfully shrug off the effects of this poison, and you kind of get a feel for it. This is definitely some sort of paralyzing poison. All right, up next is Walter, and he can't do anything. He's just laying on the ground. He's kind of having a little trouble breathing. Daffy, your legs go numb, and you fall to the ground, and your arms stop moving. And your eyes stay wide open, and you're staring at the sky, and you're not able to move.
Oh, no.
Elric, his turn. He is going to actually kind of... let's see, what is he going to do? I guess he's going to take a chilling blast towards the one over to the right of Daffy, trying to kind of protect you, if anything. So he's going to do a Ray of Frost. A 16 will hit, and it will do 6 damage. All right, awesome. So he's also going to have -10 to his movement applied. All right, Knobolas, you're up.
All right. I adjusted my cable, so maybe I sound a little better.
You do.
Okay. It was the cable then. Sorry.
That's fine.
So it's just this one guy on the right that's left?
So there are several combatants. There's one here. There is one up here. There's a couple more. I don't know where they are. They're blending into the trees. Oh, there's one up
No,
here.
I did not see them.
So there's 5 of them total, and you guys have killed 1.
Okay, I'm going to actually... So I know I just moved, but now that I realize that they weren't over there, I'm just going to go back to where I was, if that's okay.
Here. Okay. Yep.
Okay, I'd like
go
to target these 2 closest to me. So I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this guy right here, and then this guy.
Okay.
So I'll do this guy on the right first.
Okay.
Straight ahead of me.
All right.
So
A
good.
13. A 13 does not hit.
Okay.
So he's slightly hiding behind a tree, and your nipple hits the tree instead. Nipples.
Okay. Well, can I shoot my other nipple to the same guy instead of the other one that I was gonna hit before?
Absolutely. Go for it.
Okay, let's go. Take 2. All right.
So
25
a 25 will hit. So you do 9 points of damage to him, and he's still looking totally fine. You notice that they're all starting to act a little erratic, though, almost like they're not used to people or things fighting back so powerfully. And we'll have to see what happens. Do you want to do anything else?
No, not right now. I think I'm good.
All right. Alessio, you're up.
All right, so I'm going to use my Misty Step because I want to get close to Daffy.
Okay.
And use, I believe, I have a healer's kit. I do. I have 3 healer's kits.
So something to note, she is not unconscious. She is simply paralyzed.
What's her hit points? What's her hit point situation?
She is almost at full.
Yeah, only down 1 hit point.
1 hit point.
Oh, you're only down 1 hit point?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. You're all right.
You're frozen, but you're all right.
And something to note to Daffy is, although I don't mind that you just said something, but you cannot talk, but you can see, and you're completely aware of your surroundings. You're just not able to move or even blink.
Yeah, it's literally Petrificus totalis, which is total body paralysis in here.
Exactly. Yep. Perfect.
Petrificus totalis.
Yep.
Of course. Yep.
All right, Alessio, what are you up to?
All right. I still want to use my Misty Step to move quickly.
Okay.
And silently
Here.
next to
Here and here.
Yeah. I want to go up to this guy here that's next to Daffy.
Okay.
So let's see here.
So I think you have 30 feet of Misty Step.
Yep. So where does that bring me here? So that will bring me to here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll use that. Go
right,
there.
So that's your bonus action. So you still have your movement and your action.
Yep. Now I'll have my movement, which I will get up and close to him.
Okay.
And then use my rapier.
Nice.
Hopefully this hits. Boom!
Oh, yeah.
A 22. So you do 6 points of damage. He's looking like he didn't even see you coming. You basically you dissolved into a big what is it? It's like black smoke, I think you said. Basically just poof of black smoke, and then you appear a couple steps away from him, and you just, yeah, awesome. And again, totally taken by surprise at your ability to fight back here. Anything else?
Because I surprised him, do I get a bonus hit or no?
Nope, not in this case.
Okay. Then I'm done.
All right. Agnomeio, you're up.
All right. Let us begin with the stabbing. So I will run to here.
Okay.
And then, wait, that was 25 feet, right?
Yep, correct. So that puts you 10 feet away from him. So
10 feet away
this
from
one.
That's perfect. I was going to use my action surge to get over to the one by Alessio, but I think he's got that under control. It is time to weep some lizards. Some lizards.
Oh, man.
What the fuck?
Oh. Oh, that's a great.
All that pork is just holding him back.
Oh.
So you roll.
It's okay.
So you rolled an 11 to hit, which will not hit. With the whip. So unfortunately, the
We've
whip
got 9
wraps
minutes
around
left,
a tree.
So I might
here.
as well
Yeah.
just risky whiskey.
Sure.
Come out. What?
Man, you're-
Oh.
Ha! You rolled really well twice on the damage, but not on the attack. So that did not work either.
All right. Second attack. Come on.
All right.
Tonight is not my night.
So
Oh.
for those listening at home, so he rolled an 11 to hit, he rolled a 13 to hit, and now a 14 to hit. The creature's AC is 15.
Oh,
So,
God.
All right. Anything else? You tried so hard.
Nope.
You
know
got so
what?
far.
No, I am not going out like this. I am going to action surge.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit this guy. Oh no, shit! I used my action surge last session. Dang! Oh.
All right. Anything
Well,
else?
I just stand there looking disappointed, I guess.
It takes you a minute to like kind of unwrap Spiccolo from the tree that it did. All right, up next is the lizard folk that is standing kind of in between Daffy and Alessio here. So he's going to move over to the side, and he's going to take another blowgun attack at you, Alessio.
Oh, him and these freaking blowguns.
They are effective when they hit. 15.
Guess what? I'm going to do the uncanny dodge.
Ooh, nice. When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the target's damage against you. So that's not going to help with... That'll help with the 1 damage that it did. So you will take 0 damage, but it does still hit you, and the poison is still going to affect you. Potentially.
Oh, no.
Go ahead and roll a... What is it? Constitution saving throw?
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, no. All right.
11.
You feel it starting to take hold in your body, and he's going to use the rest of... He knows that you're affected. He's going to use the rest of his movement to get in better spot to take a shot on his next turn. All right. Up next is another lizard folk, the one that's actually right next to you, Alessio. Seeing the dart sticking out of your leg, he's actually... Well... You're not affected yet. You'll get an opportunity attack, but he doesn't necessarily know that. He's just a dumb lizard. So he's going to run away from you, actually. So go ahead and take an opportunity attack against this lizard, if you'd like to.
As he's running away from me?
Yes, although his uncanny dodge, although honestly you wasted it, like I would be willing to give that back to you if it is a reaction. So your uncanny dodge uses your reaction, which your opportunity attacks also use a reaction. So, like, just this one, since you used it that first time, if you'd like to undo that uncanny dodge use, then that would be fine.
Okay.
Yep. Cool.
So, now I can just sneak behind him and attack him again?
Basically, you're going to attack him as he's running past you.
All right, so I'll use my short bow as he's running.
Mm-hmm.
Boom!
Well, that'll do it. All right, so 25 to hit for 9 damage, and he's left with 1 hit point. But good job. That was still a good use. So he's going to take his... He didn't take his shot yet. He's going to take his shot at Elric. Again, blow dart. Or blowgun. Ooh, these guys are good. 15. 15 will hit. So Elric's going to make a Constitution saving throw. 14 is not enough. So Elric is affected. So right now, Knobolas and Agnomeio are the only ones not under the effect of this poison. All right. Up next, actually, is the lizard folk that you guys failed to kill. He is kind of terrified of the whole situation, but he sees that the tides are turning. He's going to take a shot at you, Agnomeio. Boom. Oh, but bad news. His blowgun is out of ammunition. So, instead, he is actually going to run up to you. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So that'll be enough. And he is going to make a heavy club attack against you, Agnomeio.
Oh my god.
So he has a multi-attack. So he's going to do 16 to hit, which I don't believe hits you.
No, it will. My AC is 16.
Okay.
But I will parry.
Okay. So you do less you roll some sort of dice to reduce the amount, right? Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, I
damn.
don't take shit.
Wonderful. All right, so he comes at you with his heavy club, and you have a shield, I believe, right? You just knock it out of the way.
No, I'm duelist. Just
Oh, you're
one.
dual. Okay, awesome. All right, so you parry it out of the way using your. Do you hold a dagger? Is that what you're doing, or is it just with your rapier? You're just that
It's
good.
just, I guess, with the rapier, I just smack it out of the way.
Fantastic.
Dismissively, like, I'm not even looking at you. What are you doing? Why are you here? Go away. Go away.
All right, so he comes down with his heavy club. You knock that out of the way, but he comes back with a backhand with his spiked shield right at you. And he does not hit with a 12. All right, so now he is very damaged, very hurt, and right in your face. So he's kind of regretting his decisions.
Yeah, you should.
All
You make
right.
poor ones.
Now, the one that's above you that you had missed with Spiccolo is going to make one more blowgun attack at you with a natural 20. So he's going to do 2 damage to you. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yes, of course.
You hit Agnomeio right in his pork-filled belly.
I know. Maybe the maybe it's like drinking. You got to eat beforehand, so it's not going to affect you. So it's a save, Constitution save.
Correct.
All right, come on, baby.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, nice, a 24. All right, so you save from that one.
Oh, the pork just absorbs the poison.
Yep, that makes sense. That tracks. All right, Walter, nope. Daffy, nope. Elric, he is now on the ground, completely paralyzed. Knobolas, you're up.
Oh, great. All right. So
Interrupted the meat. He interrupted the meal. What a jerk these people are. Sorry, go ahead,
so I'm going to, we're already. Wrong button, please. Hold on.
So there are four lizard folk still alive, although most of them are very injured.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's moving like a ghost of me.
Just because you haven't finished your turn yet.
Oh, okay. So I just want to get a better angle because I feel like I can't really see both of them.
Sure. So there's one kind of hiding behind a tree up here. This guy's still alive that you have an angle on. There's one here, and then there's one here.
Okay. You know what? Okay. I'm going to first target the one to the left of Agnomeio. And shoot him. Oof. Ooh, that's bad. Wait. Why is it... Okay.
It's all right. So 13 does not hit.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Okay. Well, that one's his blow thing is like empty, right?
Yes, it is. His blow thing is empty.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry.
That's all right.
You know what? I'm gonna target the one on the right then. I feel like he's been kind of neglected for a while, so I'm gonna shoot
this
guy
one
right
or
here.
this. Okay, the lower one.
Yes.
So yeah, he's on the verge of death as well.
Is his blow thing full?
You don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and go for it.
A 19 will definitely hit, and you hit him so hard. He actually don't you have knockback on that thing now or something?
Yeah, I do. I haven't.
do?
It hasn't come to use yet.
Oh, okay. All right. So it doesn't happen automatically when you hit?
Oh yeah, I just mean it hasn't been useful yet. So
Oh,
yes.
okay. But it knocks him back 10 feet, correct?
Actually, I think at level 5 it knocks him back 20 feet.
Really? Oh, okay.
I think so. I'll double
check that for me. But regardless, you hit him with your Eldritch Blast, and he goes flying backwards as he basically vaporizes. So well done.
Awesome.
Anything else?
No, I think I'm okay right now.
All right, Alessio, you are paralyzed. Agnomeio, you're up.
All right, time to redeem myself. Okay, and I also realized we did take a short rest, didn't we? So I could use my action surge.
I was wondering about that, but I didn't know enough to question it.
Yeah. So that's okay. Now I know. All right, so first things first. Time to stab the shit out of this guy. So rapier to the guy to my left.
Yep. Ooh, that's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. All right, so natural 20 for 27 to hit for 9 damage. So he is just destroyed. You slice him in twain.
Yes.
So, yes.
And then I would like to move up here and do the same to his buddy.
All right.
So
So real quick, he's got a +2 to his AC because he's behind a tree. I was saying that as the rolls were going so that it would count.
Okay, that's okay.
All right, so that is not going to hit him.
Because he's got okay.
He's got
that's
half
okay,
cover.
That's
Yep.
okay.
Mhm.
All right, that's no big deal. I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna action surge and stab him one more time.
Okay.
Why? Okay, for some reason action surge isn't letting me use the macro. That's okay. I'm just gonna say I did it.
Sure.
And then I'm going to rapier. Come on, baby.
Ooh.
There
25,
we go.
25 to hit will definitely hit. You do 8 points of damage to him. So learning from your previous strike, you get around the tree. You actually switch the rapier to your other hand, and you're like, you didn't know I was left-handed.
Oh, I get that reference.
Molly and I watched that movie like a couple of weeks ago. And you stab him with your left hand around the tree. All right, excellent. Anything else?
Perfect. Nope. That is my turn.
All right. Up next is the lizard folk over here. So he's going to take a shot at you, Knobolas, with his, I believe it's his last blowgun dart. Ooh,
Yeah,
it's
another
getting close.
freaking blowgun. Oh,
no.
A 19. All right, make a Constitution saving throw for me.
All right, here we go.
oh,
Wait,
no.
hold on. Risky whiskey.
Risky
whiskey.
whiskey.
Yes.
Good move.
oh God, I didn't use my risky whiskey. I should have used it earlier. Damn.
Mhm.
Come
There's a lot to
come
remember.
Please, please. Oh no.
14.
A 14 will not do it.
What? Jesus.
The DC is 15. So,
Oh,
a valiant
Ah.
effort. All right. So now he is going to use the rest of his movement to kind of move up here. So he's got a better shot or a better view of Agnomeio. However, he is out of blowgun darts. So what shall he do? All right. Up next is the lizard folk that's directly above you. He, however, is not out of blowgun darts.
Oh, frick.
So he is actually going to he's going to kind of lean back, blow a dart at you, and let's see how this goes.
oh, come on.
A 21 to hit. Make a
All
Constitution
right.
saving throw for me, please.
All right, Earls, bless me. Come on, baby, let's go. Yes!
you are
Damn.
a hearty little gnome.
25. All right.
All right, so he is that's about all he's gonna take a chance and he's gonna try to back up away from you. So if you want to take a reaction, you're welcome
Yes,
to.
I would love to.
Yeah,
to-
fucking slice him up.
I would very much like to. Come on.
You've now been hit by 2 of these darts and you're
Oh man.
nope, that didn't work. You've now been hit by 2 of
Okay.
these darts and you've shrugged them both off. So now he's like, what kind of sorcery is this? All right. So he backed away successfully. Walter's out, Daffy's out, Elric's out. Knobolas is your legs collapse underneath you. You fall to the ground. Your head actually turns towards the sea and you get to watch the ocean. Alessio,
Great, wonderful. Thank you.
Alessio, you're the same way. Agnomeio, it's up to you,
All
buddy.
right, let's finish this. Let's finish it. I'm gonna charge directly at that guy, and I'm just gonna stab at him. I'm gonna stab him like he ain't never been stabbed before. Okay, I'm out of superiority dice. That's okay. Let's just.
17 will hit for 7 damage.
7. Okay,
Yep.
let's do it again. No reason to. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
14 will not hit. All right.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right. So, you watch this lizard as he puts he takes his club, and you see him reach down into a bag of his, and he takes out a cloth, and he smears it over the top of the club, and he goes
I
to
don't care
take a
for that.
whack at you with that. It's let's see, heavy club. 10 does not hit. But now he's going to try to whack you with his spike shield, and he's going to throw his heavy club to the ground. Neither one of these will hit you. Jeez. All right.
Oh, I do a little jig in his face.
He does the truffle shuffle.
The
All right.
pork roiling in my belly.
The pork roiling. All right. Anything else? All right, actually, no, I'm sorry. He's going to do one last thing before the end of his turn. He's actually going to go run over to this guy. So do you have a reaction still, or no? I think you just used one.
No, I used it on the other guy.
Yep. So he's gonna run over here and he's gonna start looking through the other guy's like pouch. He's trying to find more darts.
Yeah, of course he is.
Yep. All right, Agnomeio, you're up.
All right, I'm just gonna run up and I'm just gonna shank him in the back.
Fair enough.
Kill these fuckers already.
All right.
Yes.
10 damage. He's still alive.
Oh my god.
Anything else?
No, why won't you die? 20
Ooh.
and 12 damage.
12 damage. He is now dead.
Oh,
Thank God.
All right.
Agnomeio, well done, buddy.
Ooh.
You managed to be the only one left surviving that you know about.
The power of pork.
All right.
The power.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, there is one left.
Oh, there is
one
no
guy
guy
left.
in the corner.
There is one.
Another
I thought he was dead, but nope. There's still one left.
I'm going
So
to raise my rapier and point at him, and be like, "Do you really want to do this? I mean, do you? Do you feel lucky, punk?
I would
I've got
say
a belly full of pork, and I don't care if I die."
I would say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He does feel like doing this.
Oh,
He's going to reach down into this guy's pocket. However, he does not find any blowgun darts. So he's going to
He
move.
didn't just revive him though, did he? Or is that just?
No, he didn't. He's
I was
basically
about to say Bill.
no. All right. Anything else for him? No. Sorry, Molly. I know you wanted to go. I'm trying.
All right.
Agnomeio won't die.
It's time to finish him. All right. I'm going to come right up here, and I am finally going to weep him.
Oh, not the weep.
The weep.
Damn!
Not the weep.
It's okay, it's okay. Second attack. 18. 9 damage.
9 damage. He's dead.
Yeah.
He was already.
Yeah!
I was gonna say
Oh!
He was almost dead already. Yeah.
he was almost dead, and that's why he retreated into the woods. He was almost dead. So.
Yes, he was. So he shouldn't have turned around.
Yep.
All right, Agnomeio. I would
All
like
right.
I would like you to roll one more Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Okay.
Well, there's another lizard in the trees.
20.
No problem. All right, so there were some lingering effects from having taken more than one blowgun that would have hit you in the next like 10 minutes or so, but you are able to resist them somehow. You magic little gnome, you.
I'm a tough little sumbitch.
However,
I guess.
yeah.
Oh,
go ahead.
what's up?
Nothing. Go ahead.
I was gonna say what I did next, but if you have something, please.
Well, I was just gonna say you are now currently on the beach with a whole bunch of immovable people.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do?
My plan was to drag them, I guess, into a pile. Kind
Okay.
of like just get them all together, and then
Okay.
I was going to put the boat like between them and the woods, build
Okay.
a little fortification, and then keep an eye out for any lizard folk, and hope this wears off sooner rather than later.
Okay. Well, I would say you have one last chance, one more interaction for just such this occasion. Although I did not necessarily count on you piling their bodies, but.
Or not piling them, just putting
I know,
them together.
I'm
I
just
don't
kidding.
want them scattered. You know
So
what
this
I mean?
this
I'm not putting them
poison
together like cordwood.
this poison lasts for quite a while, so they're going to be out for most of the night. However, you are now left alone on this beach by yourself to keep watch. So you'll have 3 different attempts overnight because you'll unless you want to sleep. So here's the way this works. Overnight, you take watch typically, and there would typically be 3 separate groups of people who take watch. If you are going to stay up all night, you will take all 3 watches. If you fail by a certain amount, bad times. If you succeed, great, but you'll take a level of exhaustion from staying up all night.
I dig it. That makes
Okay.
sense to me.
All right, so sorry. So make a perception roll, and don't roll below an 8.
Okay.
Just I want everything to be on the table so everybody can watch this. So you're gonna do this 3 times.
16.
16,
Number 2. Come on, baby.
13.
Number 3.
Keep on walking it down.
Oh,
9. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Awesome. So you managed to make it through the night, the entire night, keeping vigil over all of your friends here, who the next morning, they do wake up, and they do start stirring. And boy, it feels like you've got the worst hangover that you could ever have. But you're all alive, and Agnomeio is exhausted.
Who wants bacon?
All right, everybody. That will be the end of tonight, and then we'll see what you guys would like to do about this situation in the, next week. So just a forewarning. So next week we will have a game on the 6th, and then the following week we will be skipping the 13th, and then potentially switching our day. We'll keep all of you up to date on what's going on. If you'd like to be up to date on what's going on, make sure to join the Discord, because we'll just put stuff in there. But I'll make sure you all know. All right. thank you everybody for joining us here on Dungeons and Drams, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. Cheers.